Will it be okay for you to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. So my name is Reena Sharma. I'm from Rajasthan. I have completed my qualification in BA and nowadays I'm running YouTube channel named called Masoom English Girl. That's all about me, sir.
You have a different name, but when it comes to your channel, it is
That's my
completely opposite. Yes. Why is it so? What is the secret behind it?
that's my nickname, sir. Masoom.
Ma- Masoom, okay. And what does Masoom mean?
Innocent girl, but it doesn't suit on my personality.
Why?
I look so horrible and I'm so horrible girl. I could, by my nature also. It's completely opposite by my personality and by my nature.
Okay. And what are the things you love doing?
Okay, so I love to talk with the people nowadays because I'm learning this language. So for learn this language, I have to connect with people from different culture and background. So whenever I have free time, I try to connect with the people so I can learn something from their side. And apart from that, I love cooking.
And what have you learned so far from different cultures, from different people? Has
What
it been? Mhm.
Whatever I'm speaking, I have learned by other people because before this day, I had no idea that how to speak, how to make conversation in English. But by talking with the other people, I have learned that how to communicate in this language. If I talk about me, before 6 months, I wasn't able to speak even a one sentence in English. But now I can speak this language. I learn lots of things by talking with other people. Whenever I was making mistake, they were telling me, they were giving me feedback. So by connecting with them, I learn.
Do you ever experience it whenever you talk to people who know more than you? Do you feel you have butterflies in your stomach? It usually happens to me. Whenever I try to hold a conversation with people who are superior to me or who know more than me. That point of time I'm usually ill at ease. What about you? Or
Yeah,
you don't care?
it no, it happened with me. But when I start to convert, have a conversation with them, so it is normal. But before connecting with them, so there are lots of butterflies in my stomach. I feel that how I'm going to have a conversation with them, and same thing was happening before connecting with you. But now I'm normal.
Right. Yes, I would say first 5 minutes are very difficult.
Yeah.
After 5 minutes you become comfy and you feel okay, now I can easily communicate with this person and I know much. I think we have this kind of psychology.
Exactly, it happened with me all the time. Whenever I'm connecting with the people, since 3 months I'm connecting with the people. But whenever I try to connect with people, doesn't matter they are advanced speaker or beginner. But nowadays I'm connecting with the people on video calls. So that time I'm little bit scared that what kind of nature they have and what kind of conversation I'm going to have with them.
Yes, absolutely. Do you do any kind of homework before you hold a conversation?
No, I
Anything?
don't. I don't do any kind of preparation before connecting with someone. But when it comes to connect with any trainer, so that time I try to write down some questions so that I can ask to them and they can answer, because I feel that they have great knowledge about this language. So if I'm asking questions to them and they are replying, so it will be very useful for me and for my viewers also, because as I already mentioned that I'm YouTuber, I'm running YouTube channel. So if I'm going to upload that video on my YouTube channel, so my viewers are going to get lots of benefit by that by that trainer.
Right. And what matters to you? Money or time? And why?
Time, because nowadays I feel time flying very fast. I'm trying to learn this language, but I feel that I have very less time to learn this language. I have to complete household chores, and after that I get very few time to learn this language, and that time I feel why I have only this much time. If I have more time, so I can learn more thing. But money, I'm not completely behind the money, because I'm very, how to say, like, I don't need money much, because I don't have much expenses. Like, I don't do any kind of makeup and all, and I don't run behind the beautiful dresses. I can manage myself in very little amount. But if I talk about English language, so I'm very crazy to learn this language. I want to be a very good speaker of this language. So time matters for me a lot more than money. Because if we have time, so we can earn money as well. But if we have money, we cannot buy the time.
Yes, that is engaging to know that you can manage yourself with little money, and that is
Yes.
really inspiring. Yes. Okay, so what kind of person you are? As you said that initially you said you do consider yourself horrible. In what sense you consider yourself horrible?
I'm so sunky girl. I'm so short tempered.
Okay.
I'm short temper girl. Whenever someone is talking with me, so I never reply them in a good manner. Whenever they are asking me, I just reply them in a so if I'm replying them, so they are not going to connect with me next time. But nowadays I'm trying to connect with the people on video call, and I'm having conversation on recording call. So that time I have to be careful, like what kind of things I'm sharing. Otherwise, when it comes to real life, I'm completely, opposite what I look on video call and whatever personality I have in my real life.
Are you inborn like this? Do you really want
Yes.
to change it, or you enjoy what you do?
I don't want to change myself. I don't want to change myself. I love myself.
Hmm. And what are things that you hate in you? Is there anything that you do not like in yourself?
Yeah, I don't like one thing, that is I feel underconfident when it comes to talk with the people, and I don't like that thing. So nowadays I'm trying to remove that thing, because I have knowledge about something, but because I'm feeling underconfident, and because of that I cannot
Hmm.
articulate my thoughts.
Article. Yes, right. It happens that whenever we try anything for the very first time, that we end up making many mistakes. But when we are used to that particular thing, it becomes very easy for us. It is like a walk in the park. We can say that word, we can do that particular thing with ease, I think.
Exactly. And other thing is that overthinking. I'm overthinker, and because of that I make lots of mistakes. When I'm talking with myself, I feel that I'm very fluent in this language. No one can beat me in this language. But when it comes to talk with other people, I start to make lots of mistake. I fumble. I don't know why. Because it's because I feel that other person is very fluent than me, or I don't know what I feel, but I make lot of mistake, and still I'm making.
No, it is fine. We all make mistakes. Mistakes are the part of our life. If we don't make mistake, we will not be successful. If you really want to be successful, somewhere we end up making mistakes. And I think it's my personal experience. When we make mistakes, there we get a chance to learn more and more,
I'm
because our
completely
mistakes, yes, our mistakes will let us know what we lack. Otherwise, if you don't make mistakes, it will not push you, and you will feel okay, I'm superior to all, I know everything. When you have this kind of mindset, when you feel I know everything, it's not really going to work.
I'm completely agree with you.
Right.
Because yeah, please go on.
Hmm. Ganesh Chaturti is going on. Yesterday it was Ganesh Chaturti. That now worship will go on almost for 1 week or for 3 days, depending on people. Some people place that statue at their home for 3 days, for 5 days, or for 7 days. I don't know much. What about you? Do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturti?
We celebrate, but we celebrated yesterday. We are not going to keep that for long time. We just
Hmm.
finished yesterday. We just went in the market, and we purchased some sweets, and we offered to Lord Ganesha, and after that we are done with that.
Okay, I'm perplexed about one thing. Don't you feel that these days we are becoming gullible? Whatever we see, that we try to have that, we try to do the same what other people do. You know, this was not our festival, and there is no problem that we must celebrate every festival with a lot of excitement. But the point is that we need to know the origin of that festival. We need to know why we should celebrate. We need to know the depth of that particular festival. Earlier, this festival was celebrated massively in Mumbai. Now that culture has come to UP, Delhi, Maharashtra, oh sorry, UP, Delhi, Calcutta, or the neighboring states.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
I'm completely agree with you. People try to follow the culture and tradition what other people are following. And I don't think it's good thing. But we are not into that. We are just following our tradition and ritual. So whatever we were doing before decades year ago, same thing we are doing till now. We are not going to, organize big function and have a big party on the Ganesh Chaturti. Don't do that.
Hmm. To my mind, if you celebrate anything, make sure it does not become a problematic thing for others. If it becomes problematic for others, it means you are creating nuisance. This should not happen. These days, talking about Jahangirpuri, I am from Delhi. If I talk about my area, I would say in every second or third street, and there is a pandal, and they have occupied half of the street. And it is very challenging to go through the same street. This is one thing. Second thing is that they unnecessarily stop everyone and they ask for money. It is our
Right.
choice whether I want to donate anything or not. If people deny giving anything, they make fun of them, they decry these people. Sometimes they end up fighting with these people. This is the thing. Lastly, I would say they always play music at very high volume, and they really don't care whether it is going to trouble others or not. Imagine this, that if people are eggheads, if people are into education, or if people are preparing for any particular examinations, it is really going to disturb them.
Yeah.
And between 7 and 9 they do it, and it is going to continue almost for 9 days, depending on their purpose, depending on the statue they have kept for.
Yeah, I
Yes.
totally agree with you. And because of that, roads also are getting blocked because
Yes.
they are going to have fun there. They are organizing function and festival there. So they are dancing and playing songs in a high volume. So it's going to distract students also, as you already mentioned, who are preparing for any exams. And when we are going, outside, so that time we have to think twice or thrice that if I'm going on that way, so that there I will found lots of crowd, so will I
Right.
be able to cross that road and this and that, so such kind of things happen.
Absolutely. Yes. I think we are on the same wavelength.
Exactly. But on Ganesh Chaturthi, we don't have this kind of celebration, but it happened on Navratri for 9 days. For 9 days, people are organizing big function and party, like they are celebrating Garba continuously for 9 days. So for 9 days, they are going to play DJ till 12 p.m. in the night, 12 a.m. in the night. So it's very distracting for students who are preparing for the exam. And because of that, people are not able to sleep. People, if I talk about the workers who are working in the daytime and after that they get time in the night only to sleep, but because of that DJ sound they are not able to sleep, so they have to do sacrifice and they cannot deny other people, because if they are going to deny them that just turn off the this sound, so they are going to fight with them, so we have to tolerate that, we cannot
Yes.
do anything.
Yes, it will go against that person. And everyone, yes, everyone is going to detest that person, and it might turn into any fight as well.
Exactly.
Okay. And would you be please kind enough to tell me which area you are from? Which
i'm
state
from
you
I'm from Rajasthan and living in Jaipur, but I don't live in a proper city. I live in a village.
are? Okay, you are from Jaipur.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about it, and what is the weather like?
It's gloomy outside because it was raining continuously since 3 to 4 days. So now it's gloomy. It's not raining and not sunny as well.
And what do you do to enhance your communication skills?
I talk with the people, and apart from that, I do mirror practice. I try to record myself in the camera because sometimes I feel that if I'm talking with the people all the time, so it's not going to enhance my communication skills. To enhance my communication skills, I have to do, I have to find other ways. also like I should try to do practice front of the mirror, as other people also do, like celebrities and business tycoons, so they also do, because I have watched lots of videos on YouTube. If you really want to improve your communication skills, so you should try to do mirror practice. And apart from that, I try to record myself in the camera, so I can, after recording that video, I can listen my voice, that how I'm pronouncing the words and what my body language. And nowadays I'm paying attention for my listening as well, because I want to become very good speaker of this language. So for become good speaker of any language, first I have to become very good listener. And now
Right.
I have downloaded some books in my phone, so I'm thinking to start to read that book as well,
Yes.
because knowledge also better. If I'm able to speak and if I don't have any kind of knowledge, so it will be very difficult for me to share my thoughts and ideas, whatever I want to share.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with your point. If you are not a good listener, you can never ever become a good speaker. If you really want to become an ace speaker, you have to listen to everyone very carefully. Because when you listen to someone very carefully, you have different senses, and you are able to use those senses, and your subconscious mind is there, and from there you are going to grasp so many things.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And I somewhere I feel that people says there are only four aspects to learn this language, to learn any language: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So I feel that I'm reading and writing since my school days, and after that I wasn't able to speak because I wasn't listening and speaking. So instead of focusing on reading and writing, I'm paying attention for listening as much as I can, because when we were in school, so that time we had no environment for listening and speaking, but nowadays we have mobile phone, so we can consume our time, we can consume English content that's going to help us to learn this language. So that's why I'm
Yes,
listening.
yes, that's correct. And what about vocabulary? How do you expand your vocabulary, and can you share a couple of words with me that you have learned recently?
Okay, so see, I never try to learn vocabulary. I just focus on the learning idioms, phrases, and daily use sentences. But I have some words, so I can share with you. First word is cumbersome.
Okay.
Cumbersome means awkward or clumsy. So when
Hmm.
we have to say, like when I'm wearing Western dresses, so that time I feel awkward. So we can say when I wear Western dresses, I feel cumbersome. Cumbersome
Right.
means awkward or clumsy. And apart from that, cumbersome and what I learned yesterday. What was that? Peacocking, not peacocking. Yeah, peacocking. Peacocking means showing off. When we have to share, when we have to say like I don't like to showing off, so that time we can say I don't like to peacocking. Peacock, like peacock also try to show off by spreading his
Wings. Hmm.
wings. So that we can say I don't like to peacocking. I have learned it by listening Priyanka Chopra's speech.
Right.
And apart from that, I can share some dialogue of movies like Bade Miyan to Bade Miyan, Chote Miyan, Subhan Allah. So for that, we can say the younger one is worse than elder. The
Okay.
younger one worse than elder. And
Hmm.
dawn को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है. Catching dawn is not only possible but also impossible.
Right.
And गरीबी में आला घीटा.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
गरीबी में आटा गीला.
Atta gila, yes.
So misfortune seldom come alone.
Right. Or
And okay, and apart from that, I can say Choti
if
Miya.
I say जो मैं बोलता हूँ वो मैं करता हूँ, or what do we? How
I
do we?
I do what I say.
Ah, yes. Right. Exactly.
I definitely do what I say.
Hmm. Or any other
I-
dialogues? They are
जैसा
interesting. Yes.
जैसा बाप वैसा बेटा, like
Hmm.
father like son.
Yes.
और
Absolutely.
खुद के पैर पालने में ही दिख जाते हैं. आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट हिंदी. पूत कपूत पालने में ही पहचाने जाते हैं. For that we can see a kid is the father of the child. A kid is the father of the child. I
Mm-hmm.
have learned lots of things, but I'm not feeling good now, and because of that I cannot. Otherwise, I have learned lots of things, and what I can say. एक मछली पूरे तालाब को गंदा कर देती है. A rotten apple rots all the apple of the basket.
Right.
सावन के अंधे को हरा ही हरा दिखता है. Uh, Everything seems yellow to a jaundiced eyes. कुत्ते को घी हजम नहीं होता. Honey is not made for SS mouth. जो
Mm.
गरजते हैं वो गरजते नहीं. Barking dog seldom bite. राई का पहाड़ बनाना to make a mountain of molehill. हथेली पर सरसों नहीं उगती. Rome was not built in a day. जैसा
Right.
देश वैसा भेष. Uh, when in Rome, do as Romans do. When in
Right.
Rome, do as the Romans do. And apart from that, what I can say, जितनी चादर उतने ही पैर पसारने चाहिए. Cut your coat according to your cloth. And then भैंस के आगे बीन बजाने से क्या फायदा.
Mm-hmm.
Black will take no other hue. जितने लोग उतनी बातें. Many men, many mind.
Right.
Many men, many mind. और एक तो चोरी ऊपर से सीना जोरी. Defending the indefensible. उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे to impose your mistake upon others. And
Right.
impose your mistakes upon others. चोर चोर मोसेरे भाई. A birds of feather flock together. A birds of
Right.
feather flock together. And what was that? A guilty conscious. Guilty conscious. लालच बुरी बला है. Greediness is the bad thing. मैं कोई नत्थु एरा गेरा नत्थु गेरा नहीं हूँ. I'm not Tom, Dick and Harry. And पेट पर लात मारना. Kick over belly. Kick over belly. जोरू का गुलाम. Hand packer. Hand packer.
And packed husband.
Hand packer husband.
Yes.
And
And
पति के दिल का रास्ता पेट से होकर जाता है. पति के दिल का रास्ता पेट से होकर जाता है. What was that? The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. The way to a man's heart through his stomach. And apart from that, tell me in Hindi so I can tell you in English because
so
I
you are yes, I must say that you are very good at idioms. And I knew few of them, but rest of them I'm going to learn, or I have learned when I watch this video one more time, or once I edit. From there, it is going to refresh my memory. That is amazing. And you are really very good at that. Do one thing, whatever you have memorized so far, make sure you bring that in your conversation. When you bring that in your conversation, believe me, it is going to add feather to your cap. And when people listen to you, like, it is going to set you apart from other speakers.
will try. I will
Yes.
definitely try to do. But
Hmm.
problem is that when I start to make conversation, I start to fumble. So I have to do some vocal exercises so I
Hmm.
can note. I will stop to fumble, and because of
Right.
that, I make lots of mistake because I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling overwhelmed, and because of that, I made lots of mistake. But maybe our viewers will like this video.
Yes, I think so. Yes, I really enjoyed, and the way you answered all the questions, that was remarkable, that was sublime. As you said that when it comes to vocabulary, you don't have any specific book, you don't go for reading specifically, but what you do, you watch some videos, and from there you encounter some of the new words, and from there you work on your vocabulary. You are already very good at idioms. What about grammar? Do you also take any lessons, or you also learn it by watching videos?
Okay, so if I talk about me, I never ever deep dive in the grammar because that's not my type. I feel so bored when I'm trying to learn about grammar. I just learn this language by listening other people and by speaking. I know I make lots of mistake, but first I want to get fluency, and when I will be able to speak this language flawlessly, that time I will work on my grammar. According to me, in initially level, grammar is not mandatory. You can start to speak this language, whatever knowledge you have, and when you get fluency, when you feel that you are able to speak this language, that time you need to work on grammar because grammar is backbone of any language. So without grammar, you cannot convey your message in a good way. But first, I want to get fluency in this language.
Right. And do you feel the methods you have, they are really unique from others? Because same meat, different gravy. Tense are going to be similar. We will certainly have present tense, past tense, future tense. The rules are invariable for every tense. But the thing is that we have to have different methods to practice them. What are your methods when it comes to present or past? Do you focus these tenses?
No, I don't focus. I just I have knowledge about that. When we are talking about the past, we have to use was and were. When we are talking about the future, that time we have to use will. So I follow the same thing. Apart from that, I don't have any knowledge about the grammar.
Okay, no problem. But you are quite good at it too.
Like maybe by listening other people and by having conversation with other people, so I, it inculcated in my mind automatically. So whenever it comes to speak any particular sentence, I can speak. And I focus on learning, ready-made sentences. I just go on Kanchan meme. Maybe Kanchan Kesri. I just go there and try to learn daily use sentences. So when there is a situation where I can use that sentence, I use that.
That is amazing. Keep learning wherever you find, okay, this person is helping me to learn this language. Just get knowledge wherever you get it. Take knowledge wherever you get it from.
Yeah, same thing I believe, we can learn from anywhere and from anyone. We should not
Ab-
feel shy that I cannot learn from kid and I cannot learn from older person. We can learn from anyone and from anywhere. So I'm
mm,
very, hungry to learn lots of new things by other people. But when it comes to learning new vocabulary, it's very difficult for me. I cannot retrieve there for long time.
mm. I would say learning is a lifelong.
Yeah, we can learn until we are going to die. There is no limit for learning.
And it really doesn't matter that whom we are taking lessons from. It can be you, it can be I, or it can be somebody else.
Exactly, anyone can be. Because nowadays, if I talk about the kids, they are very knowledgeable than us. So we can learn lots of things by talking with them as well.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Masum, I really enjoyed this, and it was really a blessing to have you on my channel.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
it was
Okay,
really nice conversation, and thank you so much for having me here.
my pleasure. Okay, take care. Bye.